everyone, welcome back to TriggrCon 2024. I'm Luke C. with TFBTV Showtime. I'm here with my good friend Rich Angstadt with Angstadt Arms, and they've got a couple of new suppressed guns for you guys. Most of you will remember a couple of years ago we covered the Vanquish integrally suppressed 22 long rifle barrel, and we got a couple good new variations on it, don't we?
We do. We got a lot of new stuff coming out, and actually, before we even get over there, I'll talk about this for a second, because you got to shoot it about a year ago.
Yes.
We made some changes to it, and most notably is we went to 60-61 aluminum before we had a steel tube, so the weight difference is incredible. It's so much more lighter than the other one. It's a little bit handier, and we also switched over to Shaw barrels for our barrels.
Okay.
And I'm sure once we send you yours and you start shooting it, I'll let you attest to the accuracy, because they are incredibly accurate.
Yeah, Shaw, there's a lot of, it's in the rimfire world, there's a couple big names. Shaw's one of them, Barrels is another good one of them. But this is, as far as stainless steel goes, that's where it's at, right?
Yep, this is incredible accuracy. It's going to sound amazing. Again, you can shoot standard velocity ammunition. It's going to drop that and have it be subsonic, so you can pretty much shoot what you want. It's all going to sound really good.
And I know this was like kind of like the shock value title of it, but this is a
baffleless.
Yep,
yeah,
baffleless.
Yep. And I can do it really quick so everybody can see it. Because when you talk about integral, they're like, oh, it's a small, short barrel, pin and welded to a baffle stack, and it's going to be a pain in the ass to clean. But that's not at all what we do. We've got a full 18-inch barrel, so retain those factory dimensions of the Ruger 1022. Again, incredibly accurate. We poured it, and then we just capture all of those gases inside the tube. This is just basically an empty shroud in here, and it's just going to capture all those gases, and when you're done cleaning it, you can just tap out the carbon, wipe off the barrel, and you're good to go.
Right, and so the ports on here, we'll show you guys some footage of that, but like the ports are strategically placed so that all of that gas is being bled off, so it actually doesn't make noise once it exits.
That's exactly it. It looks random, but I can tell you it's definitely not. We did many tests to get to this pattern where it sounded the best, the velocity bleed off was right, and it's perfectly tuned.
So there is a method to the
madness.
Yeah,
you got it.
And then we've upgraded it. Right?
Yes.
And I've been waiting for this one for quite a while, and it's not quite out yet, but soon.
About 2 months we'll have it out. Yep, so we're planning about November timeframe, so this is the exact same design, just in the takedown package.
Right.
So for those of you survival guys, you want to have a backpack gun, again, switching to that aluminum made a huge difference, because if you're going to carry this around and you're out there hiking or doing whatever you're doing, man, it's super handy, and it just balances really well. Nice
and lightweight. So I would assume that the weight is just slightly more because of the extra bulk of the takedown system, right?
Yep, slightly more, but again, switching to aluminum, because most of the weight, again, is centered up here. It doesn't at all feel too heavy when you're using the gun. It feels, again, really light and really balanced.
Yeah, so, and again, like a really cool concept, and I know we sort of tacitly mentioned this, but it's an 18-inch barrel versus like your typical Ruger 1022 is a 16-inch barrel.
Yep.
You're getting 2 extra inches on top of, while maintaining the same overall length.
Yeah, so when we looked at it, and if you have one of these at home and you're looking at yours, your barrel probably terminates right around here. And this is, for us, it's extra suppression, right? Just more volume in the system. And again, if I didn't point that out, nobody would ever notice.
Yeah.
And in the weight being so low, it's like, oh, you don't mind that extra 1.5 to 2 inches.
Right. So. And that's really cool. And you said 2 months, and about what's the price point and availability? I'm assuming it's going to be a complete package, right?
Yep, it's going to be a complete package. You're going to reuse some of your factory parts from the Ruger.
Okay.
Right, so you can get that. We've got installation videos to show you how to do it. It's really simple and straightforward. It's going to be right around the same as our standard one, which is $599 MSRP.
So just a simple like part swap at home. Like you don't need to be a gunsmith to do it.
You do not. You definitely do not. We've got step-by-step videos on how to do it. It's super simple, especially the standard one. It's literally like 1 or 2 screws. Awesome. And this one's a little bit more, but still super easy.
So completely new for the show, and this is one. Actually, I think we just announced that this was your Golden Trigger Award.
This is it. This is the submission and the award winner for best innovative suppressor.
New barrel. New suppressor, but it's got a trick up its sleeve.
It does, and so I'm holding it this way for a reason. So anybody looking at it's like, okay, it's an 11-inch barrel right there with looks like a 3D printed grade 5 titanium suppressor that everybody's coming out of this. Yes, that's what it is. But when I spin it around, you're going to see really the secret sauce of it, and that is this is not an 11.5-inch barrel. This is a 16.1-inch barrel. And our suppressor is the only one out there that adds literally 0 length to your rifle.
Yeah.
So most people, when you think about an AR-15, you love it, you want to suppress it. Your choices are, do I hang a 8 or 10-inch suppressor off the front and have like a 40-inch rifle? Or do I go the SBR route or run a pistol brace and swap everything?
Yeah, 14.5 pin and welded, but that really you're only taking off 2 inches, and you still got to attach it to the end of the gun.
If you want to suppress it, really the only route was either to get an integrally suppressed up or a complete system, but now you're in at like $2,500, much more expensive systems. And we thought, hey, let's do something a little bit differently. let's give you this barrel and this system, allow you to keep that footprint. It's still a rifle. You don't have to worry about paperwork or anything. It's compatible with all gas blocks, gas systems, handguards, and upper receivers. And then, oh, by the way, when you're not shooting your rifle, you can unthread the suppressor, and then you can run this on pretty much anything else because you've got a 46 cal can.
Yep.
Right? So it's hub mount compatible.
Yeah, hub mount compatible.
So it's going to be compatible with pretty much everything that's out there. And again, if you're shooting 9mm, 45, 30 caliber, 45-70 government, 458 SOCOM, I mean, it's a 46 cal suppressor.
Yeah.
You really do have a ton of modularity.
And in terms of materials, is this a 3D printed can?
This is, yes. So it's 100%. It's 3D printed. It's 100% grade 5 titanium. So right here, this is 6.9 ounces. Incredibly light.
Staying in line with a lightweight cut.
Everything we do,
lightweight.
we focus on being incredibly durable, but also at the same time lightweight, because we think about these guns that people are going to either lug around. It's going to be personal defense, and all of that extra weight is just unnecessary, considering you're going to then put optics and flashlights and everything, and it's just going to keep building.
You're going to add it back
there.
in anyway.
That's what it is. So yeah, incredibly durable, incredibly lightweight. Again, compatible with everything.
Now, say I'm at home and I have a 9mm PCC that is full auto. Can I run your suppressor like that?
You can't, because it's grade 5 titanium, right?
So
that's
one of the sparking, probably.
You get a lot of sparking. We'll put out those numbers because you would be able to get a certain number of rounds within a certain thing.
Right.
But to say yes, it's full auto with that, anybody watching grade 5 titanium.
Not its application.
That's the trade-off of it. And so we might down the road have different suppressors for different applications, but right now we wanted to lead with something that was incredibly tough, durable, and then come in at a price point where there's a ton of value for the end user.
Okay.
Right.
So like the main draw here, well, at least for me, the main draw is like you buy this barrel and it comes with a suppressor, and you can take it off and put it on other guns. Are there any limitations to like the type of guns I can attach it to?
Not really, as long as you can find a mount for it, right? And it's going to work with, it's got to be a caliber less than 46.
Right.
We're going to come out with some of the ratings again, so there might be some Magnum rounds in there that, because of the titanium nature, we don't recommend.
Yeah, it might be too aggressive for it.
It might be too aggressive, but so far it's going to be very minimal number. All the common calibers that people are going to be shooting are going to be compatible with this.
Yeah, and will I be able to buy the suppressor standalone?
Yeah, okay. So suppressor standalone MSRP is going to be $795.
$800.
$800 for, again, this is a 3D printed can with an incredible design, grade 5 titanium. And then the barrel is going to be right around $195, maybe slightly more. But so you're going to be around that. If you bought both, you're looking at about around $1,000 for it.
And then about what time are we looking when this will be released?
Early 2025. So we're shooting for like a SHOT Show, kind of that end of January, February timeframe.
Cool. And are we going to have this at range day tomorrow?
Sadly, we will not, because we just got hit with Hurricane Helen, and so all of our families are at home not watching this because they have no power. Yeah. And we're gonna try to get back today.
Well, safe travels, first of all, Rich. Thank you for showing us the new cans. And again, this is the Vanquish takedown.
Yep.
The Vanquish.
This is the Prophet.
And then the Prophet, right?
Yep.
Cool. Well, Rich, thank you so much for showing us the new Vanquish and the new Prophet suppressors. And guys, stay tuned for more from TriggrCon 2024.